It's too easy.
Hey guys, that's your Rachel Legends. Welcome to the video. I am glad to have you all here with me today. Sending some love, some positive vibes out there to all of you who need it. Well, even if you don't need it, I'm sending my love your way.
I feel assaulted.
Today, I am pumped because this is going to be just an absolutely insane Rotos the Lost Groom build. We'll talk about some of the fundamentals, how you want to build your Rotos. Now, disclaimer, my Rotos is very endgame, so I apologize. But the build, regardless, if you can pull it off, is going to be insane for all of your accounts. We're going to talk about specifically the stats that you want on a best built Rotos for maximum damage, maximum carnage, maximum solo ability, and just obviously to just destroy everything in the arena. And we're going to talk about the most important blessing of the game when it comes to Rotos and why it is so valuable on him. But first, let's take a good old look, good old fashioned Rotos the Lost Groom.
I'm the king of fashion.
I say old fashioned with no disrespect, Rotos, because you are still the GOAT of Raid Shadow Legends. When it comes to single target damage dealers, you really can't get better than Rotos. First of all, he smacks. Second of all, he has all kinds of extra turn mechanics in his kit. He ignores block damage, unkillable, extra turn if you kill an enemy. He has a hard-hitting A2 on a 2-turn cooldown, extra turn shot on his A1 ability, and then if he's with Siffy, I mean, he's got the cleanse at the beginning of each turn. He decreased damage taken from bosses by 15%, and he can't be one-shot. He actually can't be two-shot in today's build. But let's take a look at him. First of all, his base attack is great. His base defense is actually great. His base speed is not at 90, and his base HP is very low, which is not ideal because we want to build him with as much HP as humanly possible and as much attack as humanly possible. Attack is generally more important than HP, but that HP does scale pretty well. I mean, just take a look at the multipliers. So Hades gives him an overall grade of 4. Man, Rotos is a 5. He's a 5 in my book, baby. Look at all his area rankings. Not bad for a single target DPS champion. We'll see him solo some Ice Golem in today's video as well. Doom Tower bosses, he smacks, right? But he's got actually a good, obviously, attack multipliers on his A1, on all of his abilities, a 3.5, a 2.1. But then he does have a very healthy addition of the HP, right? This 0.19 is pretty dang good. And he has a 0.3 on his A2 ability and a 0.19 on his A3 ability. And keep in mind, on his A2, it destroys the target's max HP and adds that HP to this champion's own HP. And you can get that up to 60,000 extra HP on this dude off of his A2 ability alone, right? So think about it. A 0.3 multiplier, that's very, very hard hitting, plus the 3.5 attack. So we do want to focus on HP on Rotos the Lost Groom, and I'll tell you how you want to do it on your accounts. So on his A1, he also has a decreased defense. Why not? But that's his kit, guys. That's his kit. You probably are already familiar with Rotos, so let's go right to the build and talk about why it is by far the best Rotos build out there in the game. The best build you can possibly get with Rotos is Merciless 9-piece, right? Even Merciless 6-piece is insane on Rotos if you can't pull off a 9-piece. And let me tell you why. First of all, we all know that Merciless is my favorite artifact set out there for damage dealers. I mean, getting the attack, getting the speed, getting the crit damage, getting the ignore defense of 35%, and then getting the decrease of random skills cooldown by 1 turn when dealing damage. That's insane. Obviously, all of his skills deal damage, and having a turn reduction on his A3 or his A2 is a game changer on Rotos because it leads to extra turns potentially from those skills should you kill somebody, for example, with his A3 ability again, or uses A1 again to get an extra turn. Ergo, you can reduce the cooldown of the A3 by 2 turns vis-a-vis 1 proc of the 4-piece Merciless set. Did that make sense? Then we have a 15% chance of getting an extra turn. So now we got some reflex, we got some cruel, some lethal, and we got the relentless set on Rotos in a 9-piece Merciless. My man is just taking extra turns all over the place. He's unstoppable. If there's one thing you never want to see on the other side of the arena, it's a Rotos the Lost Groom, because you could have everybody on the enemy team deado, just dead, just corpses laying there and have one Rotos still standing, and he can wipe out your entire freaking team solo style. You know how I know that? Because it's happened to me more times than I have fingers on my damn hands. That's how many times Rotos has wiped the slate clean with my team. So I have really good stats on my Rotos. I have 57k HP, 6,800 attack, 275 speed, 100 crit rate, 321 crit damage. This guy is the real deal. I don't have him fully awakened, but I have him, you know, 5-star, which is pretty dang close, right? All right, so for gear, for building him, it's very important, right? On our flat stats, on our accessories, we want HP. On our ascension stats, we want HP. Now, I have attack, so I'm out of chaos ore. But in an ideal world, everything flat stat on Rotos, I'm talking substats, I'm talking ascension stats on your gear, when you're trying to min-max him, is going to be HP. That means your ring is going to be HP. Your banner is going to be HP. Every flat stat ascension is going to be HP. We're going to be looking for HP flat stats in the substats. So we don't have a ton of it. Well, we have a little bit here. Let's go ahead and ramp that up too. If we're going to use a glyph on anybody, it's going to be Rotos, right? This is extremely valuable right here, right? So we will take it. That bumps me all the way up to 57.6. Now we're talking. That's what we want, right? We want exactly this. HP ascension stat, ideally attack percentage, but we get a lot of HP in the substats here as well. Speed, obviously crit rate at 100%. So this ring, I only had one merciless ring with attack or HP. It happens to be attack. Ideally it would be HP, but I want the set over the stats. So I'm going to go with attack. Ideally it would be an HP flat stat. We do get a lot of HP though, again in the substats, so it's still a very good ring for Rotos. Am I out again? Man, I feel like I'm always out. I'm always out of my, I need to always farm more Sand Devil, more oils, and more Phantom Shogun. What about you guys? You feel like you're always broke? Maybe I'm too liberal with my spending. Okay, so again, merciless. I went attack main stat with crit damage. That's not ideal at all. Ideally, it'd be crit damage, but we get a lot of HP as well. And again, that's all I had available on my account for merciless gear for Undead Horde. So you have to rock what you have. HP main stat, this is where it's at in terms of the banner. So again, HP main stats, that's gonna allow us, because it doesn't scale very well. So we don't want HP percentage anywhere. We don't want HP percentage on the chest. We want attack percentage, because that scales very well at 1520 base. We have speed with speed on the boots. We have crit damage with crit damage on the gauntlets there on our Rotos. On our relic, honestly, the best thing you can do if you don't have the best relics in the game, by the way, aspect of Siroth is very, very good on Rotos. I don't have it, but we just basically want to go with HP main stat. 3,000 off the Rod of Blasphemy, where it receives 2% less damage if under any debuffs. Sure, why not? But getting all that HP is so valuable. We'll take it. So you're looking for HP as a main stat on your relic, whatever you have. And then for Blessing, you need to go Ward of the Fallen. That bone armor stack essentially is going to make it so that he cannot be 1-shot, he cannot be 2-shot, he needs to be 3-shot when you have the Ward of the Fallen on Rotos. That gives him immense, just tremendous survivability, and that allows us to not have to ever build our Rotos in Stone Skin, right? That allows us to put him in the 9-piece Merciless or the 6-piece Merciless, whatever you can pull off on your account, because this guy's so hard to kill. He can't be 1-shot because of his passive, he can't be 2-shot because of the Ward of the Fallen. That's why you always want to run Rotos and the Ward of the Fallen Blessing. It's a must-have for Rotos the Lost Groom. All right, for Masteries, we have a very typical kind of old school. I haven't changed his Masteries in a long, long time. I probably could change it a little bit. Can I even reset? No, I'm not going to spend the gems to do it, but we could reset. Let's see what Hades recommends. So guys, I like this loadout better. I'd rather go down the defensive tree rather than the support tree like I have. Sure, on the support tree, you can actually get that HP, AoE, which is very valuable, right? However, I like going down with Retribution and Deterrence. Those A1s smack on Rotos. We might as well take advantage of that. So I would recommend going with this Mastery build on your Rotos. And I mentioned before, Aspect of Soroth, guys. This one is absolutely insane. Of course, I don't have it. I don't have any legendary relics. Odds are you don't either. But if I did, this would make him just absolutely broken. Think about it. Word of the Fallen, his passive, and the Aspect of Soroth. When the wearer receives any fatal damage, reduces it by 50% of their turn meter, and then fully reduces their turn meter. So again, a preemptive, you know, a way to keep him alive yet again. Let's watch Rotos before we jump into the arena. Let's watch him solo some dungeons just because it's fun as all hell before we jump in. First, a little bit of Minnow 15, the easy mode. Minnow 15, the dungeon that they'll never add levels to.
Am enough.
Let's watch this dude just go. Let's watch him cook. Oh my, there's something so satisfying. Maybe it's the animations, I don't know what it is. But there's something so satisfying. You can see the increase or the decreased cooldowns, the extra turns all over the place. I mean, I mean, he's not an AoE champion, but he's kind of an AoE champion, right? The cool thing is you use this dude in areas like Ice Golem, right? And he's gonna be doing what he just did there. Block and revive, those minions will never come back, right? I mean, easy. Give me a challenge. Let's graduate to Nightmare campaign real quick. All right, we're gonna fight Mortu Macabre, the final boss of Raid Shadow Legends. There's something about that animation, the something about it. I don't know. Rotos, man. Rotos. He's still the GOAT. He is still the GOAT. You tell me a single target damage dealer better than Rotos. Go ahead and let me have it in the comments below. Who? Who? There's nobody. There's nobody. Rotos is in a league of his own. I mean, he's just going right after Mortu Macabre, man. He's like, I don't care about peril, dude. I don't care about it. I'm going to end your life right now. Oh, okay. Now. There we go. Oh my God, easy. Was that Nightmare or was that Ultra? Is there a new Ultra Nightmare mode that we can give to Rotos in campaign? Let's go into Ice Golem. I want to run Ice Golem 20. I was trying him in Ice Golem 24 and he was doing it with about a 20% success rate, but I'm not going to sit here and try it 5 times for you guys. So we can do 24 solo. We're going to do 20 solo. And I'll tell you what I mean about this dude when it comes to taking care of those minions. So there he goes, making quick work of these waves. Here on these Terror Beasts, we do want to pop one off kind of early, right? Because we can't do, the only thing that can kind of stall him a little bit, right, is the reflect damage. The reflect damage we got to be careful of. So want to pop them off. Boom. There we go. Ooh, that block revive is so easy to get to in PvE. Oh man, and check out even the Ice Golem with his big strong ass wind-ups and the hits, right? Already a block revive on the minion. Easy to block revive, dude. These big hits, man, you almost like brace yourself. Wow, brace for impact. But it's no big deal, man. He can't be one shot, you know? And there's no multi-hitter coming from the Ice Golem. So that's it. Rotos wins again. So, I mean, it's just like, it's almost too easy, dude. Rotos just coming in there and just doing what he does. Can he kill that minion there or what? He can, but I want to kill with the A3. Getting that block revive, is such a gratifying feeling in the arena when you power up and get the block revive. That's where you know Rotos is just, he's simmering. He's ready to go. Dig in, because Rotos is ready. There we go. Let's go ahead and jump into the arena, guys. All right, guys, I'm purposely going to go into a UDK team to start things out here. Just because, yeah, UDK he's the response to Rotos, obviously. But I've even had live arena battles where I was cool. I'm like, dude, I got Harima. I've got, you know, UDK. There's nothing that can happen here. I am safe. And Rotos still, look at him with all these extra turns already. He's already starting. Look, Rotos, stop, bro. Stop. You can't do anything.
Well, then I get all excited. I'm like...
Rotos, he might be able to pop Stone Skin. Not against what's his face though. Can I steal that away?
Mine.
Nope. Cool. Okay. But even sometimes, obviously it's not ideal to go into a UDK team, by the way. If you're in live arena and your opponent goes Rotos, you still go UD. Let's just, for the heck of it, right? Let's just try to break through. You still go UDK every time, right? That's why I love running UDK. A team like this, right? An Armand's, a CC champion, an Odin, right? Whoever you have to CC, a Loki even works, right? Really fast. If you have Siffy with him, obviously even better. Siffy's going to cleanse Rotos every single time he has any debuffs when he gets a turn. So you cannot debuff Rotos. But even with UDK, I mean, the Stone Skin's gone. Let's remove some other buffs here. And then it's, oops. I'm such a dummy. I'm such a dummy.
Yes, you are.
Okay, I think it's okay. Jeez, that was really dumb, Ash. Really dumb. All right, let's go in here. UDK. Let's do. Yeah, let's get Odin back up. Let's get Odin back up. Let's have him end UDK. Boom. Now Rotos is ready to cook. Let's Cupidus. Boom. Dead. Not worried about the counterattack when you're dead. I really wanted the extra turn chains as well. But like the reason I picked this team to start with here is because I fell out of platinum, and that was the first team on the board. But Rotos, even going anti-affinity, I mean, I feel like this guy is just next level. I don't care if you're early game, right? Brand new player, but you're lucky enough to pull a Rotos, right? If Rotos is on a 15x or a whatever, any of those guaranteed summons or whatever, boosted summons, you can't go wrong pulling for a Rotos, in my opinion, right? He's just so freaking insanely good. The block damage makes him a beautiful counter to a Siegfried, right? Because Siegfried has that annoying block damage. Odin, right? Odin has an annoying block damage as well. You don't have to worry about any of that crap, right? Let's start working on Marichka here. Pop her off, easy. Let's target the second reviver, easy. Okay, well, third reviver procced. Every one of these champions, by the way, revives on the enemy team. Not ideal. All right, I'm gonna go in there and we'll trigger his passive, right? They get Marichka back up. It's okay. We've only had one Rotos turn so far. That's the crazy thing here. One Rotos turn, and we've already been able to kill everybody once. Let's keep doing it. Boom, dead. All right, boom, dead. Rotos, just being Rotos. All right, let's go here. Let's poke at the sheep a little bit here. He's already asleep. He wakes up. Let's go back. Oh, look at that. It's already back off cooldown again. Boom, dead. Siegfried, smell you later, buddy. Boom, dead. All right, now all we got to do is kill Lazarius before he gets a turn and revive somebody else. I think it's off cooldown, or it might be a turn away still. Let's just go in there. No revive. No revive. Okay, Rotos, end it. Dude, this is nasty. This is nasty stuff here, guys, right? Let's go against this disgust. I don't know, whatever. Let's go against this super tanky, annoying team. Hey, Tormund, no big deal to have a Tormund on the enemy team, right, guys? Because his freeze is going to get cleansed every time. His freeze is going to get cleansed every time. Listen, guys, can you tell I'm a massive freaking boom? Dead. Can you tell how big of a freaking fan I am of this boom? Dead. Of this champion. He's busted. He's busted. He's broken. He's amazing. He is the best. If you have him, congratulations. If you're able to build him in some of the merciless gear, congratulations. Because you have, look at all these extra turns. Oh my God. Listen, guys, I have nothing more to say. I'm drooling over here. I'm making a fool of myself because I'm so addicted to this build, to this champion. He's a GOAT. Thank you for watching till the end of this video. Much love. And as always, take care, guys.